Hey guys, so I have some new things that I've picked up over the last couple weeks that I wanted to show you, and I put Chit Chat in the title of the video because I also have had a couple things happen to me in the last few weeks that I wanted to tell you about just to kind of make you aware so that it doesn't happen to you. You'll see what I mean when we get to that part of the video. Alright, let's start with the new stuff. I went to Urban Outfitters recently. And I don't get to go to that store that often because I only have one in the area and it's not at a mall. It's just on like a little side street. And it's a pain in the neck to get to. The traffic is unbelievable. There's a lot of foot traffic in that area and you have to pay to park your car on that street. You know, they have like parking meters and stuff, and it's just a real pain. It's too bad because I do really like that store. But anyway, so went there recently and bought some jewelry. I thought I was buying one necklace, and when I took it off the packaging when I got home, I realized it was actually two necklaces, which that's probably better because then I can either wear them together or individually. That necklace that I wear most of the time, it looks like I'm layering three necklaces, but it's actually just one necklace where everything is attached. Those get all tangled on me all the time, so this is probably better. So the first piece in the necklace is a crystal. And I haven't had anything crystal in a long, long time. I don't think I've ever had a crystal in terms of jewelry. So been really enjoying this, and the best part of this is I can just slip it on right over my head. I don't even have to fuss with the clasp or anything. Now the other piece that came with this necklace is copper. And it just has a very antique type feel about it. And, you know, antique or tribal or something like that. Now the thing is with this is the part that's supposed to be facing forward. If you wear it the other way, that would actually be backward. But the way the clasp is on this, I'm right-handed, so I have to do the clasp with my left finger and thumb, which is not easy at all. So when I put it on, it's really awkward, and it's not long enough to just slip over my head, but anyway, that's my new Urban Outfitters necklaces. And then also while I was there, they had Tony Moly, which is a Korean brand. They had hand lotions and lip balms, and I've heard of that brand before, but I've never tried anything by them. So I got this little banana hand lotion, and this smells fantastic. It smells like banana and something sweet mixed together, and the lotion is actually very good. They had a whole bunch of different kinds to pick from, and I smelled all the testers, and this was the one that I thought smelled the best. And yeah, the quality of the hand lotion is very good. So you just take this off and squeeze it out. Yeah, it's getting to be that time of year, folks, when you need to put more hand lotion on because, you know, when the seasons change and everything, it seems like your skin gets a lot drier. So I got those two things from Urban Outfitters. And then if you saw my how to depot a MAC eyeshadow video, then you saw that I picked up Nocturnelle, which is just a very basic purple eyeshadow with a frost finish. And I'm kind of surprised that I didn't already have this, but this seems like a pretty versatile shade of purple. So I bought that in pot form, and then I depotted it live on camera for that video so that I could put it in my MAC palettes. And then I had 6 items to back to MAC, so I got another MAC lipstick, and I've had this before. It's Rebel. I must have been on a purple kick that day. This is a satin finish, and It doesn't look quite as crazy on as it does in the tube, but I had it and I had to back the other one because it had gotten, you know, kind of old. So I repurchased that, and I got a new concealer yesterday. I have it on right now, and I like it. I feel like the color is a really good color match for me because it has a little bit of coolness in the tone to it, and it blended out pretty well. When I do if you saw yesterday's Get Ready With Me video, then you saw that I never wear concealer just on its own. I apply a corrector, then I put my foundation over that, and then I apply a concealer and then blend that into the two previous layers, and then I put on face powder to set everything. So this is actually corrector, foundation, and concealer. I was thinking about doing like a first impressions video to show you like how effective it is or isn't, as the case may be. But then I wouldn't have been able to include those other things, so that's why I just decided to do a haul. But, okay, now here's where we come into the chit-chat part of the video. The concealer is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've always wanted to try that ever since it came out, but I have so many concealers that I couldn't really justify the expense of it. But now they have it in a travel size. So I thought, oh, perfect, I'll get the travel size, and that way if I don't like it, I won't have to return it because I won't have spent that much money. And, you know, it's a travel size items are a good way to try things out if you don't like to return things that you don't like. So I went to the store yesterday and I bought the travel size. Oh, and I got the shade Vanilla. This is the little box that it comes in. And this is what you get. So it's just, you know, like a, you know, a smaller sized version. And it has a doe foot applicator. But yeah, there's not a heck of a lot of product in here. It's only, it's 0.05 ounces, or 1.4 milliliters. There's very little product in here, but like I said, I thought this would be a good way to try it. So I had seen this on the Sephora website, and that's how I knew about it. It's a new item. And so I went to the store and I got it. And when she said the total, I thought, that sounds a little high. I don't remember it being that expensive when I looked at it on the website. She said $17, and I thought, $17 for the travel size? So I looked at the receipt. I kept looking at the receipt as I was walking out of the store, and I thought, $16 for the item and $1 tax, $17. I thought, yeah, that seems kind of high. But it wasn't on the shelf. She had gotten it out of a drawer. And so there wasn't any way I could like walk over to where the area was and look for a sign or anything. So I thought, all right, well, I'll check it out when I get home. Well, I kind of forgot about it. And right before I went to bed last night, it was like a light bulb going off in my head. I thought, oh yeah, I didn't look up about that concealer. So I went to the Sephora website and looked at the item, and it said $12. And then I logged on to my account on Sephora and I looked at the history of my purchased items, and it said on the history that I paid $12 for it. And I was like, what? Of course I didn't pay $12 for it. I paid $17. So I'm going to go to the mall after I make this video, later this afternoon after I've had lunch and everything. And I'm going to have a little talk with the people at Sephora because, yeah, they overcharged me. Well, if you look at the price of the actual item, I paid $16 because it was a dollar tax. That's why it was $17. But it was supposed to be $12. So that's $4 more. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to give me my $4 back that they overcharged me or what. But if they don't, then I'll just return it altogether and get the whole 17 back because that's not right. And it started getting me thinking, you know, like when I buy things at Sephora normally, I don't like reference the price on my receipt or anything. This is the first time I've ever done this. So the moral of this story is when you buy things at Sephora, know what you're supposed to be paying, because I think too many of us just assume that we're being charged the correct amount when we're not. So I do like this concealer. Like I said, the color is a really good color match for me. You know, it lightens the area under my eyes and everything. I mean, you can still, especially with that one, you can still see the dark circle and everything. And depending on how the light is hitting it, it looks worse or better depending on how I'm holding my head. But yeah, it works as good as it's gonna work with my problem, because like I explained in yesterday's video, I don't really have dark circles. I have trenches where, that part of my face just like is almost caved in, and it's something that happens when you get older, and the only thing you can really do about it is to get fillers from a plastic surgeon or something like that. And do what you want. It's totally up to you, but I don't believe in having things like that done. That's just not me. Not to mention, it's expensive. So anyways, I do like this concealer, and if they're willing to give me the $4 back that they overcharged me, I'm gonna keep it. But if they won't refund my $4 that they, I was gonna say screwed me out of, but that doesn't sound very nice. If they don't give me back the $4 that they overcharged me, then I'm just going to return the whole thing and get the entire $17 back. Now, the other thing I was going to tell you guys about is something that happened at another store that I went to recently. This was, I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I went to a MAC counter, and I made a purchase. I can't even remember now what it was that I bought, but whatever I bought, it was fairly expensive. I think it's when I got, was it when I got the foundation? No, I don't think it was. Well, anyways, I bought something at a MAC counter. I gave the girl a $50 bill. And we're talking and having a good time and laughing and everything. And so I remember saying to her, when you give me my change, can you give me a $10 bill? Because I need that for something. Just make it a lot easier. She goes, yeah, sure. I got out in the car, and I had somewhere else I had to go. I had another errand to run, and I opened my wallet to see how much money I had left to make sure that I had enough money to go do my other errand. There's no $10 bill in there in my wallet. And I was like, I don't think she gave me my change back, because I specifically asked her for a $10 bill. So I went back in the store, and she looked at me, and she kind of gave me a funny look, and she goes, is everything okay? I said, you didn't give me my change. I said, I just opened my wallet, and there's no $10 bill there. She goes, oh, are you sure? I said, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't have the $10 bill. So she called like a store manager or something, and she just gave them like a brief explanation. And she goes, what do you want me to do? And so I guess they told her to give me the money. So after that, I got out in the car, and I was like, wow, was that like an honest mistake, or did she do that on purpose? I don't know. But my point is, what I normally do is, if I'm at like a beauty counter or something, I keep my wallet in my hand and I keep it open. And then when they give me my change back, I put the money away and I put it in my purse. But that day, we were chatting and I was distracted, and I must have put my wallet away before she gave me the change. So I thought, I need to be aware of this. So the next time I went to that MAC counter, I made another purchase. It was somebody else that day, And that time I, made sure that I left my wallet out so that I would be sure to get my change. And sure enough, it was a different girl now this time. And so she gave me my product, she scanned my rewards card and all that. And, there's so many different things to go through the transaction. And she's just about to slam that drawer closed without giving me my change. Now, this is a different person. And she sees me standing there holding my wallet. And I could see like the thought process going through her head. And before she did that, she took the change out because she knew I was waiting for it. But I thought, oh man, what's going on at this particular Mac place, Did they skim off of everybody's transactions and at the end of the day they divvy it up amongst them? No, I don't know. I don't know, I'm getting paranoid, I think, because of the whole identity theft thing with my credit cards and everything. But just be aware, because sometimes you're having so much fun shopping and talking to them about the products and everything that you're not really concentrating on what's going on. So know what you're paying for things. Make sure that you get the change that is owed to you if you're paying with cash. Because see, now that's the thing. I used to always pay with a credit card or a debit card or something. And now because I don't want to do that, I'm paying with cash. And now I'm not getting my change back. So it's like, or I'm not getting charged to the amount of money that I'm supposed to be getting charged. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because this is the world we live in, folks, You have to be so careful because everybody's out to make a quick buck, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know for sure. It could have just been a mistake. And I did get my money back. So, it's not like I lost out or anything like that. But just be aware of what's going on. I mean, when I shop for makeup, it's kind of a form of entertainment too, it's fun and I want to have a good time and I want to chat with the people that work at the stores about things, but not at the expense of not having an honest transaction. So unfortunately, I guess from now on I have to do all my homework before I go, and I got to know exactly how much everything costs that I'm buying, and because this is going to be a pain in the neck now. Like, to go to the store and explain this to them, that's going to be, an uncomfortable situation. And how is that even possible? Don't they just scan the box? And why would the wrong amount be scanning? So I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not happy about it. And, I had other things I wanted to do today. Not go and have to say, hey, you charge me too much money, you owe me. I mean, I don't really even want to have to do that. And what if I didn't live close to the store? What if I had to drive a long distance to get there? I'm not gonna, sometimes it isn't worth it with what you pay for gas or whatever, but in my case, it's not gonna take me that long to get there. It's not that far. But like I said, I had other things I wanted to do today. Now I have to do this instead. So, yeah. That's my haul video, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you didn't mind the little, I don't know, would you consider that a rant? I'm just kind of, the only reason why I'm telling you guys about it is because I'm just trying to make you aware so that these things don't happen to you. That's all. Okay, so I'll see you next time, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.